And I'm going to share. All right. We are inside of Command right here. And if I want to go to Smart Plans, I'm going to go to this button right here. If I can click on Smart Plans, excuse me, it's going to take me into my Smart Plan area that I can see that I can use these if I want to. I've created some of them. I created this one. I created a couple of these in here. Test 4, I made them all on my own without having to go to the library to choose them. So they're my own creation of the way I want to mark it. I'm going to click on library here though. And inside of library, these are our pre-made smart plans. You can see I have a fair number of them in here. I'm going to see my promote my app, a bi-weekly neighborhood nurture, an 8x8 new contact engagement. This is the first one I put a new contact on, that 8x8 new contact. And then you can follow up with a quarterly call plan, maybe a midterm nurture or bi-weekly neighborhood nurture, depending on how many contacts you want to make with them. So pre-made ones, it'll show you how many steps are involved, how much the duration of the time it's going to take, and then how many touches are involved in that. So an 8x8 has 8 touches. So it's 8 touches in 8 weeks. But a bi-weekly neighborhood nurture has 3 steps. It takes a process of 15 days, and it only has 1 touch. So bi-weekly, that means it's going to repeat itself every 15 days with 1 touch. It has the descriptions in here, the names. If I click Add Smart Plan, it's going to send it over into my smart plans that I can use. So I'm going to call this 2. I'll click Apply. And then My Smart Plans is where it goes, and you can see that it popped up right here. So now I can add people to it. Okay. I'm going to go back into my library, and I'm going to show you guys the actual steps of an 8x8 contact engagement. So if I click on View Steps, it's going to pop up on right below it. And the first thing it's going to do is going to send a text message. If you don't have Twilio connected, you can send this text message yourself. Twilio is a third-party service inside of Command that sends text messages for you. I'll show you guys where to connect that in just a second. So I can send a text message, and it has the text message written out for us already. I'm not going to move my mouse up there because it will make it disappear. So it says, hey, contact first name and contact last name. It's your first name and last name from Keller Williams Realty Gold. Would love to grab a coffee sometime. Let me know what your schedule looks like in the next few days. You do have the options to change this before it's sent out, so it's not set in stone. Then it's going to wait 7 days. A task. And the task is Let's Grab Coffee email. So you're going to send that to your contact. And you're going to delay another 7 days, and it's going to be a phone call. You could write a script in it, and I'll show you where we're going to do that. We're going to delay another 7 days. Text message. Then I'm going to delay another 7 days, and then I'm going to add it to an MNN. That's a monthly neighborhood nurture. So MNN Smart Plan is the monthly neighborhood nurture. That nurture plan is it's about what their neighborhood is doing, what homes are for sale, the statistics of the neighborhood, like square footage price, how many houses have sold, how many are pending, things like that. Delay another 7 days, phone call, delay another 7 days, text message 7 days, and then another touch task. So it could be another email. Now let's say I want to edit those steps. I already added it into my smart plan, so I'm going to go over to my smart plan. I'm going to open up the one that came over. So 8x8, and I'm going to click these 3 buttons. Oh, not the 3 buttons. I'm going to click the pencil button. And in here, I can edit anything I want to in here. So let's say I want to change coffee into lunch. I'm going to say lunch. But we generally don't do lunch because that's more expensive than coffee. So, hey, first name, last name. It's first name, last name from Keller Williams Realty Gold. Would love to grab lunch sometime. Let me know your schedule. And I just save it by clicking this check mark and save. At the very top here, it says trigger manually, and that means you manually add that person or that contact into this plan. I'm going to show you guys after I get out of that how to do that. Actually, I could just go to this person with a plus on there and add a person here now, but as soon as I start this smart plan, I can't edit anything in it. So I'm going to edit everything first, and then I'm going to send it. Or then I'm going to add people into it for them to go on it. So I'm going to leave the set delays for 7 days. My task, I could change the task in here if I want to. And then all it is a text box, so I can change this around. If I want to add things like this, though, let's say a first name, last name, because when it looks like this, that means it's going to pull from your contact card. So let's say I have Sally Smith. So automatically this task description is going to say, let's grab some coffee, let's grab coffee email to Sally Smith. And then it's going to give the email address, as long as you put the email address in there. I can add a hyperlink in here, so that means a web address, maybe a YouTube video. I'm not sure why you're going to add it. It's just a feature you can. If you want to have a video describing how to do this task in there, you could. I really never understood why we have a hyperlink for this task. So if you guys know, let me know. I should say, Sue, you seem to be the only one on the call, Sue.
Oh.
So it's just you and me.
Okay. Oh, well, let me stop you there. I have you personally. Okay, so my big question is, so I have my smart plan set up and I want to add somebody new to it because this is a schedule of I need to go face to face with them and I'm nurturing them. It's a nurture. So I gotta make sure the email, I have to go in this particular smart plan and write their email in, or is it taking it?
No. So as long as you have their email in their contact card, it'll pop up in here and you don't have to write it in there.
Okay.
So it'll automatically fill.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Let me decline that phone call. I'll call him back. I get it. So when their first last name comes in, that's the part I would say I don't want their last name.
Okay.
Personally, when the text goes out, hey, Sally, I don't want, hey, Sally Smith. I mean, that sounds too. So
do that. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So my smart plan, okay. My smart plan, I go in and edit out their last names, or just the whole plan edits their last names, no matter who it is.
Yep.
I would go and delete last name.
Yep, like this. And it's gone. And then I'd save it.
Okay. But it will be able to find just that Sally or all my Sallys.
Yeah, so you're gonna, because what you do is when you add them on here, you'll click the person button up here, and then I'm going to search her by first and last name. Or like if I'm just going to type it because I know I have multiple of me in there. And then type in Sally, and then let's say all these Blakes have last names, all my Blakes will pop up. And I'll put me in
So
there.
you just click on who you're adding.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. How cool is that?
It's awesome. Eventually, this is going to be, there'll be an option where you can create a smart plan where the trigger will be you just add a contact and it'll automatically put them on the smart plan.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking we're doing. All these smart plans to me, we need a little modification, and that's what you've done in your smart plans, or?
So what'll happen is they'll send you a notification. It'll pop up in your tasks bar, which I'll show you that today too.
Okay.
It's going to pop up and these, if you have your Twilio connected, it's automatically going to happen. So you don't even have to do the text if you have Twilio connected. If you don't, then you do.
Okay. I wrote that down.
Okay.
because I don't think I have Twilio connected. I don't know what's connected here, Blake, and that's what I need you to be on my computer and say
Okay.
someday. Do that.
Gotcha. Well, we'll
Okay,
talk
keep
about that.
going. Keep going. I've got that answered. Perfect.
So anything we need to change in here, I can. So let's see. Here's make a phone call. If I just want I want first and last name because this is going to appear as a task for me.
Right.
So I'm going to leave that in there so I know who I'm talking to. But here I can take out the last name because I'm just going to use their first name.
Okay.
I could even put a script in here if I wanted to. So,
Is that the email one?
this is the phone call, the task to make a phone call.
Okay.
I'll show you when I make a custom smart plan. We'll make an email smart plan, and I'll show you how to do emails through here. Here's more text messages. It's going to add this person to another smart plan, which is the monthly neighborhood nurture. But I can.
Does that automatically happen, or do I go in and do that? Is that a reminder for
No,
me to add them?
This is it'll automatically add them for that.
Okay. Okay.
So if it says, not that one. So here's a task. It'll say, if it says task type,
Mm-hmm.
task that is going to be created in here, and it'll pop up in your task bar. If
Okay.
it just says like, or anything with the word task, it will appear in the task bar.
Okay.
So it'll set a delay. You don't need to see that, and it won't pop up. It'll just delay it. The text message right here, if you don't have Twilio connected, it does become a task.
Okay.
And my task, actually, this is a good, we're talking about tasks. We're going to go look at them real quickly. So I'm going to go home.
That comes up on your daily front page, right?
I'm going to go to the home page right here.
Right.
And my tasks are right up front. Yours might not be because I've customized my home page by clicking here and move my tasks up here.
Okay.
But they can be wherever you want to.
Okay. Mine are there as well.
Okay. So I'm going to cancel. And then right here, see, it says send an email to myself. And this is from a smart plan.
Okay.
It'll look just like that. And when it's due. If I click the 3 dots next to it, I can snooze or archive it. I'm going to archive.
Okay.
And then if I want to create a new task, I can. I just click create new task. And it's going to come into my task app, which is the third button down. And I can create a new task. I just, let's say, cost due. I come tomorrow. And it's not all day, so it's tomorrow at 9:30.
Okay.
Also, that's a question. And then I could add a link in here, and I could either create a task or associate contacts with it. So I think you are in here. Yep. So here's my task. I'm going to add you into my task here, and then create task.
Okay.
Now for tomorrow, if I click here in the next 7 days, what's due? Here you are. It'll pop up tomorrow for me to do.
Okay. Got it. Cool.
Like that. And this is very nice. There's also tasks inside of opportunities. We're going to go over that when we do our opportunity class, I think, because it'll delve deeper. That way, because when you move an opportunity into one of the areas, it'll automatically assign tasks to that contact and opportunity that you have to follow through with.
Right.
So I'm going to go to Smart Plans.
I'm not really sure where I've seen them, but they've come up in both areas, and I get lost in opportunities.
Gotcha.
So badly, it's pathetic. I can't wait for that one.
Gotcha.
So I'll get there.
Let's see. So we're going to create our own Smart Plan.
Oh, cool.
And I'm going to click this Create button.
Okay.
Home 7. Yeah. Apply. And it'll take me into this blank screen, my canvas, which I'm going to create with. The first thing I'm going to do is when I add someone, I want them to get an email from me. So I forget, this is not a drag, this is a click. So I click on my send an email and it puts in my phone. I'm going to choose between a simple or an HTML. Simple email is just text email. You can't put any pictures or anything like that. It's strictly text.
Okay. You can't put a link or anything like that.
Oh, you can put a link.
Okay.
Yeah, you just can't put like images. So I could put my website in there if I wanted to.
All right.
I can't, like HTML is a little bit prettier, and I'm going to browse from the library. And these are the current ones we have. There's more coming. So let's say I want to promote an app email. I'll just click this, and I'll click next, and it'll say this is the email that's going to my contact.
Okay.
So put a subject in. This is the email that I'm going to use. So I like to save it after every step I put in there because I've had the horror stories of going through and creating like a 50-step thing, and then it disappears because I didn't save it.
Okay.
So my next step is I'm going to, let's create a text message. So I'll click on the text message. It's going to be a static. So dynamic ones are used for repeating smart plans. I'm not quite sure the difference. Most of us will be using static. I need to learn more about dynamic before I recommend them. But I think they come out in a series. So they have 2 or 3 more text messages. Okay, yeah. So they're sent out in a series instead of one. So text, thanks. And I'm going to put in their first name. So I'm going to go over to this merge fields button, and it's going to give me an option of like first name, last name, email, all that fun stuff that's found in their profile. And I'm going to click contact first name because I just want to personalize it to them. Now, as a realtor who is not really sending out this marketing, I am okay with sending text messages through my phone. But if you're messaging this to 80 people, it's much easier to have Twilio connected. This is a good spot to talk about Twilio. So Twilio is a third-party service. I'm going to save this.
Okay, let's talk about Twilio.
I'm going to actually, Twilio is a third-party service that if I go over to my name and click on settings, and I go down to productivity, it'll show Twilio here. And a way to send out bulk text messages. If I click connect account, it's going to take me to Twilio, where I would set up an account and load about $20 on there.
Okay, so you just do a preload of money.
Yeah, so each text costs like 0.007 cents. Very, very cheap. So $20 will last you a long time, unless you're sending out, oh gosh, thousands upon thousands of text messages. And the only thing is that you have to pay extra if you want it to come from your phone number. They will assign a phone number that is yours. So that's why I think it's worth it for me to be able just to use my phone to text people as it comes up as a reminder. But if you want to use it in marketing, think about investing into just saying, yes, I want my phone number to be the one it's coming from.
Okay.
So then I go through and authorize. I don't have it connected because I really don't want to spend $20 on it. Don't hate me.
I'm not I'm not sure. I really.
If you're more into email, we definitely can go over that easier.
I don't have that many people that I would do the same text to all in one day. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
and that it's not hard to copy and push it over or do specifics.
Gotcha.
So yeah, if it becomes, super important, I'll get it. But I agree with you. I can write a text. If a text is long, yeah, they ain't supposed to be in a text. Is my
That's true.
But Blake, I want to go back to you in that video.
Okay.
You have a video that you want to embed into your email. Like you want to see my face, and you click on me to go. That's what you want to do in your email versus a text, versus words, or versus a link that they have to go to. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Because I can't remember who I utilized before, but we would do video emails, and they're more likely to be opened if they see your face, just the button. I think that's what that does. If you want to try and do a video and send it to me, utilizing that, feel free to.
Okay.
But yeah, I think so. I'm yeah, whatever.
I mean, I agree with the video 100% because they always want to watch video over reading an email or any types of words.
Right. I can't remember what that was from. I think I have it somewhere from a previous office that I was with and where we did it. And I mean, you can do whatever. I don't think it costs very much personally to do that. You can put a YouTube link, or, I guess you can't link it.
If you're using MailChimp, you can do that stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, we worked with MailChimp a while ago, but then they changed and started charging us money.
Okay.
For each separate audience, costs money now.
Okay.
So that's probably where it could happen. I know they're working on capabilities in here for that too.
Okay.
I just don't know when that's happening.
Okay.
I just know that they're working on it.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
So I have my text message, and let's say I'm going to put a task now. So I'm going to click create a task. But wait a minute, these are all happening on the same day. So if I don't put my pauses in here, everything can happen on day one. So
okay. So set pause between each.
Mm-hmm. I put 2 delays in here, and they come at the bottom. So I'm going to click this move up arrow, and it moves up in between. So I'm going to move this one up one more, and I'm going to put a delay of, not 30, 3 days in there.
Okay.
And then they'll get my text message. And I'm going to move this delay up here, and I'm going to do 3 days in here also.
Okay.
So now my task is going to be call first and last name. Interest. And it's going to be due in today. So today means that day that they get the task, it'll be due that day. So I'm going to save. So it saved everything in here now. I'm going to put another delay. And what's nice is that once you have these built, you can use them all the time. You don't have to rebuild constantly. It's already in there.
Right.
And then let's send another email. This one I'll keep as a simple email. Checking in. Okay. And then the merge fields are here. Why capitalize real estate? I don't know. And then, let's see. Let's add them to a new smart plan. I'm going to add to smart plan. So I'm going to add them to a smart plan the same day I have them, I'm emailing them. So on day 10, they're going to get my email, and I'm going to add to a smart plan. I'm going to choose which smart plan I want them on. And I'm going to promote my app smart plan. And then let's say if I wanted this to be continuous, like they get it again, which I don't. This is like an intro, getting to know you type smart plan.
Right.
If it wasn't, I can restart the flow. So if it was a neighborhood nurture type smart plan, I could restart it.
Right.
So this one isn't, and I can just leave it at that. So this would end that smart plan, and they wouldn't receive any more tasks from me.
Okay.
It would be on the promote my app smart plan though. And that would be a new set of tasks and things for them. So I'm going to click save. So all my changes have been saved, and now let's just say I'm looking at my list of smart plans. I can go over here just to add that contact. I'm going to add myself on there, and then I'm going to click add to smart plan. It's going to ask me, do I want to start it now, or do I want to start on the following date? So this allows me to stagger my smart plan. So they don't all have to be started right away. I could start this on Saturday if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll start at the beginning of the day, and then I'll just confirm it. And it says that I don't have a Twilio. If I have one, I need to connect it.
Okay.
Instead, it's going to send me a notification to confirm, or to send them a text message in my tasks.
Okay.
If I want to edit it, I can't because I have someone on it now. What were you saying?
No, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. So that is really how you can use smart plans in marketing, and you can create your own, and they're becoming more dynamic every week. I would check for more HTML templates continuously.
Okay.
Let's just say I found one I don't want anymore. So test 4.
You guys, I remember you guys when you and Samantha were doing it. There was geez, I don't know where it was, but there was an email about COVID and about keeping their home safe if they're choosing to list. Is that still in there? I was never able to go back and find them.
Designs.
That's in designs?
Yeah, so it wouldn't be part of the smart plan area. You could link it to someplace though that has that information.
Okay.
But I believe it's designs with the COVID.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got frustrated with designs because I was trying to pre-do a listing of my buyer to say I sold it in a neighborhood and tried to go in and do all that cool stuff that they do. And they kept telling me I didn't own that house. I couldn't, it was not my listing, so I couldn't send it.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm just kind of saying.
You didn't know that? Yeah, thank you for letting me know.
Yeah. And the other thing on that, may I ask you, can you download the actual addresses that they're sending them to for future reference? Because what I thought on this one particular one, I wanted to start a email or farm campaign or just whatever from them. And I wasn't sure I was going to get their phone numbers or get their addresses in a label format that I could use again. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what that happens?
Like if you input their address, can you export mailing address labels?
Right. No, when you do the automatic command is going to make up the just sold card for you and send it to all those homes that you choose around the listing to send them to.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. So if I go into my campaigns, I'm doing a direct mail.
Yeah. Gotcha. Would they all still be there? Or can I extract the mail labels to send something totally different. Do you know what I mean? Not through command or not through buying their particular postcard. Say I had a postcard I liked from somebody else, and I usually have them mailed to me, and I lick and stick
Right.
label.
I don't think they do that. I think
I
the only
don't
way to do
either.
that is to go into the county records and pull the address.
Yeah, that's what I ended up doing, is doing that and having the cards mailed to me. I just wanted to utilize their newer designs and stuff, and that's why I ended up going back onto eEdge. So I have postcards.
Gotcha.
So I'm paying $15 a month to keep eEdge and to keep Dot Loop. At least, I don't know, somebody sent me a bill.
Okay.
Um,
But if
so I'm
you
just
got a bill today from Lisa, that was a mistake.
so we don't pay the $25?
No, if you
I
got
thought that was
those batch emails today, there was an email error issue that
yeah.
came.
I got 3 in my regular emails, and because I think now I've corrected everything you're sending me on dailies is going into my junk mail now through Google's.
Oh, yikes. Okay.
Yeah. And so when I go click on it, all the links to click on the links, they're crossed out. So I
Ah.
manually have to say meet with Blake. I think I've added that email or that group to my emails
Okay.
in Xfinity.
Good.
And so I think that's why Lisa's came into my regular email, but I'll watch for tomorrow to see if you're back in my regular email. Otherwise, I don't know how to get you back into and not put you in junk mail. I think it's just because of people.
Yeah, I think it's probably because I send it through the group instead
Right.
of my actual email. Well, I
Okay.
send it through my email, but it goes through the group stuff to get to you guys.
Right. So I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow I'll see it differently when you send out something. If you send something, and then I'll say, okay, I'm doing something stupid here. But okay.
So that's how you use smart plans, and those are tasks before. So just if you want to go to task the app, it's that third one, and you can create new tasks all day long. Basically,
Oh boy.
this
Can
cog
I send myself an email to do the vacuuming? I mean, that's
the
kinda cool.
vacuuming. I wish that'd be nice.
I'm gonna put you on it and give you some tests to do. How about Lisa? Shall we send some tests to Lisa? I'm sorry. I'm getting silly. Like, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I do appreciate all you do, and I'm sorry if sometimes I get so pissed off with this thing.
It
I really,
it
you
can be
know,
frustrating. I get it. I understand.
I know. Well, now I click on Google whenever I want to do anything, so I can even Zoom won't let me go in if I'm not on Google. So
Oh,
it's like, okay, fine. So there you go.
yeah, that's right.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Is everybody safe in the office that you know of? And
Yeah, we're all usually within our own little offices, so we're good.
good.
And when we
Well,
are
stay safe.
together, what was that?
I said stay safe.
Oh,
It's scary when it comes to your door. My husband was exposed at a restaurant,
oh,
and yeah, he went up to get tested soon thereafter, but tested negative on the quick test, but he's still waiting to get the long-term test. So we've kind of isolated and been low key. So it's kind of scary. Both of us are fine. We're not sick, which I think is the biggest indicator. So, all right. Well, thanks. Have a great day.
see you too.
Bye bye. Get out of